How would you like to win your very own Thermaltake Core P3? In partnership with Thermaltake, I'm giving away 3 of these beautiful, awesome cases. To enter, sign up at our forum at hardwareunbox.com, post a picture of your current rig, your specs, and quickly tell me what you want to do with the Core P3. Good luck and enjoy the video. Finally, the time has come to finish my Thermaltake Core P3 build, and we'll see if it actually works. In part 2, I finished up with the components installed, including the water blocks, radiator, pump and reservoir. I was very pleased with the end result, and while I was celebrating progress, it quickly dawned on me that the hard part was still to come. The hard part being those V-tubular PETG tubes, or hard tubes in layman's terms. Before I get bending, let's check out the build so far. The Pacific W3 water block is a thing of beauty, and that PWMA cover is going to look even more amazing with the blue liquid coursing through its 0.15mm fins. I also really like how the black Pacific compression fittings look. They really blend in with the rest of the build nicely. That G-Skill Triton Z memory has it going on as well, as do the blue and black TT Mod sleeve cables. The aluminium covers featured on the Pacific PR22 D5 Silent Kit look very clean, and again the black Pacific compression fittings are the perfect option here. Unfortunately, I only had a chrome stop plug left to plug up the fill port, but it actually looks pretty good anyway. 2 of the black stop plugs I have for this build were used on the GPU water block, and I think this was a good choice. Coupled with the black 90-degree adapters on the opposite side, the Pacific V GTX 10 Series Founders Edition transparent water block looks incredible, even before we connect it up. Again, the blue and black TT Mod sleeve cables look great, and the 8-pin cable that hooks up to the GTX 1080 really looks the part. Okay, so now that I've finished drooling over what's still very much an unfinished build, I suppose we better get on with it. so that all went a lot better than expected. I was really surprised with how great the tubes in particular were to work with. I guess I wouldn't recommend it for novice builders that haven't really done anything similar before, but honestly, I've never heated up a plastic tube and bent it in my life, and with only a few little hiccups, I managed to get it done and I'm happy with the result. Thermaltake's tube bending kit though was absolutely necessary. Without it, I would have been up the creek without a paddle. Now let's take a closer look at some of the finer details. Since I was using transparent blocks on the CPU and graphics card, I had the idea to place LEDs underneath to light up the acrylic covers. This gives a pretty cool effect I think, especially on the CPU block. To avoid running an ugly cable across the motherboard, I made a slightly cheeky mod to the LED strip by snipping it and then attaching a 3-pin fan header for power. This plugs into the chassis fan port right next to the CPU. We've also got a Fast and the Furious style blue LED strip across the bottom of the case, which shines down onto the desk below like Paul Walker's R34, so that's obviously awesome and improves the system's quarter-mile times. I also stuck some RGB lights behind the graphics card as well as the motherboard, and these can be controlled via a remote. Being the idiot I am, I went for the more difficult multi-bend style on the pipes, only using joiners at the insertion points. It would have been a lot easier only doing a single bend on each pipe, so if you're looking at bending and finding it a little intimidating, then I'd recommend that as the way to go. As mentioned, the tube bending kit is a godsend and helps enormously whether you plan to be super ambitious or not. Overall, I'm really happy. It's definitely the coolest system I've ever built, and I can't wait to start using it as my personal gaming rig. I've got one more installment in the series to come where I'm going to be finally benchmarking this beast and checking out the temperatures. I'm expecting very good things, and it would be pretty nuts if we had this Founders Edition GTX 1080 running under 50 degrees. I can't wait to find out. Don't forget about my global giveaway either, where I'm giving away 3 of these awesome Thermaltake Core P3 open air chassis to 3 lucky viewers. All you have to do is head over to the forum at hardwareunbox.com and post your current rig and tell me why you want to win the Core P3. What do you guys think of my build? Come on, you can be honest. I don't have feelings. Let me know in the comments. I'm your host Matt as always, and I'll see you guys next time. YouTubers like me depend on your support to continue improving the quality and content of our videos. To support the channel directly, consider becoming a patron to also get access to a heap of cool rewards and exclusive giveaways. Also, don't forget you can check prices and buy the products I looked at in this video through the Amazon links in the video description below. Thank you kindly for supporting me and the Hardware Unbox channel. It means a lot to me and I really do appreciate it, and in return I'll continue to work as hard as I can to keep producing the content you enjoy.